Today is a big day for the Generation Zero community. Something massive has just dropped from the devs, and this is a dev letter, the final Showdown, an update on Generation Zero. Now you may see where this is going, and I'm going to split this video up into two parts, one releasing today and another one releasing tomorrow. That sounds good. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and stick around for more Generation Zero and survival content. The team have said, "Greetings survivors, it's been a while since we released the August 2024 update. Many of you have been asking what's next. Well, we're here to answer that question today. Over the past 6 years, we've added tons of new features and content to Generation Zero. Base building introduced a home to customize and defend, Soviet machines joined the fray as a new faction, and the companion helped us stand up to the enemies, and the vulture posed as a formidable new threat." Now, going from that, you can probably gather where this is going. And if you do think that a new update is coming, you're right. If you do think that Generation Zero is coming to an end after almost 6 years, you are also right. And that is this dev letter talking about the future of Generation Zero. In turn, you've spent the last 6 years destroying machines, hunting rivals, and keeping the resistance alive. We're truly honoured that you've accompanied us on this journey for so long. Everything you've achieved has been leading up to this point. With this in mind, we've arrived at a very special and decidedly bitter-sweet moment. It is with the utmost love and tremendous pride that we announce that we are now working on the final update for Generation Zero. Which, that sort of hits a little bit. Yes, I've given the team shit over the years, I've given the game shit over the years, but Generation Zero has always had a special place in my heart, because this is the game that launched this channel. This channel was sitting at a few hundred subscribers, and then my first ever Generation Zero video released on the launch day back in 2019, I believe it was, and now that's all come to an end. After countless videos, hundreds and hundreds of videos, that's all about to wrap up, but it does come with something relatively beautiful, and that is a brand new, massive final update. The team have said, "We feel now is the right time to finalize our vision for our beloved game and give it the send-off it deserves." So without further ado, let's talk about one last hurrah, our magnum opus, the Showdown update. In the Showdown update, we're concluding the story arc that we've been building towards throughout the main missions and in-game lore. The story of Osterton is reaching its third act in this mysterious, intense, explosive finale, and the Resistance will need you once more. And here is a sneak peek. So as you can see here, this is a screenshot, which I'm going to do a separate video tomorrow, breaking this down in full, going over my thoughts, feelings, and what this could be. Because I've read through the letter already, and there is a lot of stuff that could be going on here. This could mean something monumental that we've been waiting for a long time, or it could just be a final update with a final story arch. Now, you may see on the screen there's some very notable areas, some key positions that we've been through in Osterton over the past 6 years. And tomorrow's video, I'll go into that very detailed and everything that I think is going to be coming. Now, the dev letter continues to say that most of this Showdown update will take place in a new area that you haven't been to before. The new area will not be as sprawling as Himfell, but it will give us the space needed to tell the last part of our narrative. You can look forward to exploring new terrains with a unique feel and many bits of environmental storytelling, just like you're used to. And in preparation, we advise you to gather all the Soviet nesting dolls collectibles to catch up on the attached lore. So we're going to have a video going over that as well, and various other things leading up to this update. Concluding the story in this new location is not only the main focus. Of course, we're working on including as many bits of community feedback as we can, and we'll be adding 3 new experimental weapons to round out the catalogue of base game weapons that have experimental versions. To allow you to unlock all skill upgrades and complete endgame experience, we're going to be uncapping the skill points, and we've been working on new cosmetics, which you'll be able to earn in various ways. And lastly, they're introducing many more QOL and bug fixes. So that's a lot that will be coming to this final update, and a lot for us to do over the final months of the game's life cycle, which is great news, and I like that they are doing that Will it be buggy as hell? Will there be things missing? Will there be things broken? Of course, it's Generation Zero. But in true GZ style, we'll go out with a big bang and enjoy this final update and have loads of fun playing it. I'm going to be covering countless videos on this update. We're going to have a big bang, and Generation Zero will not be the end. I think we'll probably do maybe like a monthly live video where we get key members from the GZ community jumping on and playing multiplayer and just having a chinwag for an hour. And I think that could be relatively fun and keep the memory of the game alive. Now, as we can tell from this sort of dev letter so far, this is going to be on a new island. I'll have much more speculation on what that island could be, where the island will be. Judging by the screenshots, it's pretty smooth sailing. You should be able to tell where it is. So I've got a good idea already. Looking at a few things in the game and things off memory and these screenshots, I've got a good idea of where everything will be. So I'm excited for that. But the team continued to say the Alpine Unrest and Phoenix Rising story expansions will not be required to complete these new missions, but having played them will provide more context to the story. The narrative will resolve around the Resistance, Phoenix, and some characters that you already know and love. So Uncle Cal is probably going to be in there somewhere, hidden away. Now, I do like that. As we get closer to launch, we will talk more about the update, but for now, just keep a lookout on our channels for more hints, and eventually you'll see the release date. Generation Zero has evolved so much over the last 6 years, and we can't wait for you to experience the final chapter together with all of our players. Thank you, the Generation Zero dev team. Now, that's got me a bit choky, I will admit. 5 years of this game, and it's coming to an end, which, yes, I've spoke about it, and we have known sort of that this is coming for quite a while, but now that will be it. Now, you may have some questions about the future of Generation Zero and what that means for bugs and all those types of things. And all of that is answered right here. Now, this is not another paid DLC. Will there be a microtransaction in there? More than likely, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, after the update, the team will be moving on to different projects within Avalanche Studios. Whether they'll stay together and work on the new game that is being tested currently by the Frontrunners community. Now, the Frontrunners community is something that I have been taken part of. It's under an NDA, so I can't discuss what I've seen and what I've been able to get my hands on, but it's relatively cool. The community spaces are going to remain active, so the forums, all of that kind of stuff will be there. Multiplayer will still be available, and they are not generating. They're not doing a Generation Zero sequel. There are more stories to tell in the GZ universe, and return to the IP in the future is not off the table. But Generation Zero 2 is not something that's going to happen. You'll still be able to get all of your news and any activities and things like that they're going to be working on. You'll still be able to see all of that through the forums, the website, social media, and Discord. All of those are going to continue to stay up, running, and active. And by the final point, the customer service and support will stay active through 2025. If they decide to pull it down after that, they'll let the community know. But I'm assuming that if all of that is staying active through 2025, the community events and activities, those will stay active for the next year as well. But after that, I doubt that there'll be any more news or anything from the team themselves. But when it comes to bug fixes and patches, moving forward, those will not be a thing. They will be monitoring channels following the release of the update to determine whether any hotfixes will be necessary. But if it all goes out without a hitch and there are no hotfixes needed, that will be the final update to Generation Zero. Now, when it comes to timings, I do think it's going to be towards the back end of this year, maybe sort of December, late December. I do think it may be pushed back as a sort of big anniversary thing, and it will come in sort of January, February of 2025. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. I am hoping we see it towards the end of November, because normally they will tease something if it's at a good stage, and then in a few weeks' time we'll get a release date. So we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think, though? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll have another video tomorrow going over everything that I think about the new DLC / update and final update for Generation Zero. Thank you for watching. It's a sad day, but we will be back again with some more Generation Zero tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I've been Wyatt. You've been awesome, and we'll see you then.